And anybody who ever said that I wasn't, look at me now.
Newcastle's transfer business is heating up, from revealing Newcastle's secret sealed agreement to discussing the details behind Newcastle making direct contact with £47 million Ballon d'Or nominee. We'll also unveil the leaked Newcastle United 2025-26 home kit and reveal Newcastle's secret genius transfer strategy. Today there is so much to discuss. As per, join us as we'll break it all down.
Let's go!
So starting off, according to Craig Hope's latest exclusive for the Mail, Cunha has been identified as a primary target for the upcoming summer window. Multiple sources have confirmed the club's interest, with coaching staff expressing admiration for the Brazilian's abilities. Cunha's versatility is a significant draw. He can play as a winger, a central striker, or even as a number 8 in a three-man midfield. With 15 goals across all competitions this season, he is seen as a player who could thrive at St. James's Park, although there would be a need to enhance his defensive contributions. The former Atletico Madrid player has not only scored 15 goals, but also provided 4 assists this season. His character and skill are believed to fit well with Newcastle's ambitions, yet securing his transfer may be complex. Despite a £62.5 million release clause in his Wolves contract, Craig Hope reports that securing Champions League football will be vital. There is strong competition for Cunha's signature, making this summer's transfer market potentially heated. Interest in Cunha has surged, with numerous top Premier League clubs linked to him. The 25-year-old represents a significant target for the Magpies. Staff are eager to move past rumours of players leaving and view the pursuit of Cunha as a clear indication of their intentions for the next season. Champions League qualification is seen as essential for executing their summer plans. Achieving this status would not only make Newcastle more appealing to Cunha, but would also provide the necessary financial backing for what could be one of their most expensive signings, especially with other areas of the squad needing attention. Although Newcastle would likely need to secure a Champions League spot to remain competitive in the transfer race, both financially and in terms of appeal. However, the opportunity to work under Eddie Howe may be attracting. In fact, one big advantage for Newcastle is the possibility of Cunha choosing to join, because he may want to reunite with his compatriots, fellow Brazilians Bruno Guimarães and Joelinton, who have thrived both on and off the pitch in Tyneside. Then also recently, Newcastle United has been consistently linked with Fiorentina's in-form forward, Moise Kean, who has made the shortlist for the prestigious Ballon d'Or. The Magpies believe they can entice the former Everton and Fulham player back to the Premier League for another shot at the top league. Reports from Calcio Mercato indicate that Fiorentina might be open to selling Kean, who has a €55 million, £47 million, release clause in his contract. Newcastle is not the only Premier League club interested. Tottenham and Arsenal are also keen. However, it has been noted that Newcastle is the first to make direct contact with Kean's agents regarding a potential summer move. Kean has been impressive this season, contributing to 20 goals in 28 Serie A matches. His versatility, allowing him to play on either flank or as a centre forward, makes him a highly attractive target. He is certainly high on the priority list for Paul Mitchell and Eddie Howe. While Newcastle is hopeful of securing Jonathan David on a free transfer to allocate funds for other positions, the prospect of spending £47 million on Kean may not seem excessive given his ability to play across the front line. Additionally, beating Arsenal to his signature, especially after their interest in Alexander Isak, would be a sweet victory for the Magpies. Also moving on the front page of this week's edition of the Portuguese Paper Record, Newcastle is named as one of the clubs considering a summer move for 26-year-old striker Vangelis Pavlidis. The Greek international has had an outstanding season, scoring 24 goals and providing 10 assists across all competitions, including 7 goals and 3 assists in 12 Champions League matches. With an impressive record of 24 goals in 46 games this season, including 17 goals in his last 17 appearances, he's certainly prolific. Given his impressive form and his contract with Benfica extending until 2029, the Portuguese club is well positioned to demand a substantial transfer fee. In fact, Atletico Madrid, Barcelona and Chelsea are also reportedly interested in the 26-year-old, who has an £86 million release clause in his contract. However, given Benfica's financial difficulties, it's possible that a more manageable fee could be negotiated. Newcastle has historically shown interest in players from Portugal, but has often hesitated, only to see those players flourish elsewhere, Goncalo Ramos being a notable example. While Pavlidis is certainly an appealing option, it remains to be seen how he compares to other targets like Moise Kean, Jonathan David, and Liam Delap. Talking about Liam Delap, he is poised to be the focus of a major transfer saga this summer, with Newcastle eyeing the chance to secure one of the Premier League's rising stars at a potentially bargain price. Recent developments suggest that Newcastle could be in an even stronger position to pursue Delap. According to a report from The Guardian's Jacob Steinberg, Fabrizio Romano, and Sky Sports News, Delap's release clause is actually set at £30 million, significantly lower than the previously reported £40 million. This clause will activate if Ipswich Town is relegated from the Premier League. Given that Ipswich is currently 12 points adrift from safety with just 9 games left, their chances of avoiding relegation appear slim. With Callum Wilson likely to depart this summer, and Newcastle's striker options looking thin, signing Delap at this price seems like a no-brainer. The former Manchester City player has had a breakout season, scoring 12 goals in 33 appearances across all competitions, just 1 goal shy of established strikers like Ollie Watkins and Jean-Philippe Mateta, despite playing for a struggling Ipswich side. The demands of European football took a toll on Newcastle during the 2023-24 campaign, making squad depth a critical priority for the summer. Delap could serve as a valuable backup to Alexander Isak and provide a more experienced option than Will Osula, potentially thriving under Eddie Howe's coaching. Overall, if Newcastle can capitalise on this situation, Delap could become a key addition to the squad as they aim for success in multiple competitions. But tell me, which striker would you want Newcastle United to sign? Then moving on, in a massive secret shocking agreement, Newcastle United captain Jamal Lascelles is set for another year at the club after reportedly signing an unannounced contract extension. Despite expectations that he would leave this summer, Lascelles actually has a year remaining on his deal. The club captain hasn't played at all this season as he continues to recover from ACL surgery, and it was anticipated that he might depart when his contract expired. While Callum Wilson's contract is also due to end, his return to fitness has provided him with an opportunity to secure a new deal, unlike Lascelles. However, The Athletic's Chris Waugh has now revealed that Lascelles signed a contract extension last year, meaning his deal will not expire as previously thought. There had been discussions about giving him another contract due to his significant leadership role off the pitch, which is viewed as crucial for Newcastle's development. The emotional scenes at the end of the Carabao Cup final, where Bruno Guimaraes and Kieran Trippier called Jamal Lascelles over to hoist the trophy, highlight just how vital the 31-year-old is to the squad, both on and off the pitch. Reflecting on the moment, Eddie Howe remarked, "He's got a big presence, and I'm delighted that he got to lift the cup with the other guys. He deserved that moment for the length of time he's been here and the service he's given the club." Importantly, Newcastle does not see Lascelles' contract extension as a substitute for signing a new right-sided centre-back this summer. The club will continue to pursue new talent for that position, especially with European competition on the horizon next season. Having additional cover is essential, and Lascelles' presence adds value, even if he may not be a regular starter. While the team still needs to add another defender, they are now in a position where they don't have to replace 2, which would have been necessary had Lascelles left. Although he may not be featured often, do you feel he still remains a viable option for the squad? So as Newcastle find themselves significantly understaffed in central defence, relying on Fabian Schär and Dan Burn, both of whom are in their 30s, to hold the fort throughout the season, Eddie Howe is eager to bring in younger talent to strengthen the defence, and Bournemouth's teenage sensation Dean Huijsen is high on his priority list. Newcastle missed the chance to sign Huijsen last summer, allowing Bournemouth to acquire the Spain international for around £12 million. Now, with a £50 million release clause set to become active at the end of the season, he will cost Newcastle, or any interested party, over 4 times that amount. The Athletic's David Ornstein has reported that Liverpool is interested in Huijsen, but Arsenal and Chelsea are also in the mix, making them strong contenders for his next move. Newcastle and Tottenham have also expressed interest, with all these clubs reportedly having discussions with Huijsen's camp recently. While David Ornstein notes Liverpool, Arsenal and Chelsea as top contenders, many journalists believe that if Real Madrid expresses interest, Huijsen may prefer a move there. Despite being Dutch-born, he has chosen to represent Spain at the international level and has long been an admirer of Real Madrid. However, as of now, Madrid has not made any formal moves for Huijsen, and Ornstein suggests he is likely to remain in the Premier League. Virgil van Dijk's recent contract extension at Liverpool could influence Huijsen's decision, as he may seek regular first-team football in his next move. This situation could position Newcastle favourably, as he might find a clearer path to playing time compared to Arsenal or Chelsea. While there is still hope for the Magpies, securing Huijsen will not be an easy task. Then, in a significant evolution for Newcastle United's recruitment strategy, recent reports indicate that the club is exploring untapped talent in Africa, a region often overlooked in scouting circles. This shift comes as Steve Nickson, the club's head of recruitment, embarks on a scouting mission across the continent, suggesting a strategic pivot that could redefine the club's approach to talent acquisition. Historically, many European clubs have focused their scouting efforts on established markets in Europe and South America. However, Africa boasts a wealth of untapped potential, with numerous players showcasing exceptional skills and athleticism in various leagues. Who knows, you might find me playing for Newcastle United soon, because I'm actually one of the best footballers in Africa who never made it.
You don't have future here. You don't have future. You can never make it. You're supposed to be a dinner man, serving dinner to the students in the secondary school. Because you cannot do basic 1+1. You are here breathing heavy like a dog. Think about your life. You are a failure. You are a failure. You can never make it. You cannot make it. You need to be cutting grass, making this place fresh for the actual footballers that want to use this place. You are tired, you are here. What have you done? Useless. Me with my pregnancy, I'm better than you. Idiot.
Anyways, by expanding their search to this region, Newcastle aims to identify hidden gems who could provide both immediate impact and long-term value. This strategic move aligns with the Paul Mitchell model, which emphasizes a data-driven, analytical approach to recruitment. Mitchell, known for his successful stints with various clubs, advocates for identifying undervalued players before they become mainstream stars. By leveraging advanced analytics and scouting techniques, Newcastle hopes to discover players who can thrive in the Premier League. Nixon's presence in Africa is more than just a routine scouting trip. It symbolizes a commitment to a broader vision for the club. His mission involves forging relationships with local clubs, understanding the football culture, and identifying prospects who fit the club's ethos. This proactive approach could lead to exciting signings that enhance the team's competitiveness. So as Newcastle United embraces this new direction in its recruitment strategy, the potential rewards are immense. By tapping into Africa's rich footballing landscape, the club could not only unearth exceptional talent, but also strengthen its position in the Premier League. With the Paul Mitchell model guiding their efforts, fans can anticipate a fresh wave of excitement as Newcastle seeks to build a squad capable of challenging for top honours. This could very well be the beginning of a transformative era for the club. Then, Vakhtang Salia delivered a fantastic assist off the bench for Dinamo Tbilisi. His direct play was impressive, as he skillfully beat his opponent with lightning pace before delivering an accurate cross that his teammate couldn't miss. At just 17 years old, Salia has quickly established himself, contributing to 2 goals in his last 2 matches in the Georgian top flight, including a goal as a substitute in last weekend's win against Gagra. His transfer to Newcastle United will be finalized on August 30th, and club officials, especially head of strategic partnerships Jack Ross, are actively looking for a suitable loan destination for Salia for the upcoming season. Choosing the right loan club will be surely essential for his growth and development as a player. Then, leaked images have surfaced, giving Newcastle United fans an early glimpse of what is rumored to be the 2025-26 home shirt. Adidas and Newcastle United have had an impressive first year together since the German sportswear company returned as the club's official kit partner after a long absence. The 3 kits released for the 2024-25 season were well received, with fans praising each design. As the current season wraps up, excitement is building among Newcastle supporters about the upcoming season. However, opinions are mixed regarding the latest leaked kit design, which features a faded stripe pattern. Fans are still eagerly awaiting images of the away and third kits. The away strip is expected to draw inspiration from the 1997-98 kit, which had a predominantly blue design accented with an offset orange and green stripe. While the colors might reflect that classic kit, the asymmetrical design is likely to be avoided. Traditionally, the third kit has been green and white, paying homage to the club's Saudi owners. However, what do you think about the leaked home shirt? Then finally, If you would want to know the horrifying secret they don't want you to know about Dan Burn, click the video link on screen now.